I'm going to talk about how we can all make more money with Hedera. But I know what you're thinking. I don't need more money. Go ahead, click it off. But if you want to make more money with Hedera, I'm going to talk about what I'm doing, have been doing. But now that we're seeing HBAR move, I think it makes a lot of sense. First off, this is Tuesday, July 15th. I did a video on Friday the 11th. However, I had recorded it on July 9th. And if you look at the total market, it was here July 9th, which was Wednesday. I recorded the video. I went out of town to help my son move. We're driving all over the place. Been gone until yesterday. My video didn't come out till here. And if you look, the total market, as you know, shot up last week. It's having a little bit of a breather. That always happens. But we're going to talk about what you can do with Hedera because Hedera ran up as well. That video that I posted on Friday was perfect timing. I had put together 5 things that I thought were catalysts to help push Hedera and push it higher. Real quick, 5 things. The Grayscale Smart Contract Fund. They had 5 different smart contracts, cryptos in that fund, and they got rid of one completely and they replaced it with HBAR. Big deal. Second one, we've got 3 spot ETFs that are still out there that hopefully will come and be approved soon. We've had the Kraken on July 10th, a major exchange listing Hedera. Makes it easier, obviously, for more people, more exposure to buy it. Kevin O'Leary had come out and said that he owns it and holds it, and he thinks it's going to do great. And then 5th, I talked about others like MetalPay and others that have very limited amount of crypto that you can buy, but they're making apps so that it's easier to purchase it. So those were 5 pieces of news. Even though there's tons of news every day, you got to sift through it and say, what do I think is really going to move the needle? It was those 5 things. And then lastly, someone had said they thought that it possibly might get up to around $5. All right, so 2 things. One, huge news that just came out, and then I'll talk about how we can make even more money with Hedera. You may have seen this. It says Aberdeen Investments, Lloyds Banking Group, Archax complete UK first use of digital assets. This has been shared all over the place recently, but it was last week. Matthew, one of the individuals on X and also is in my school community, he's on top of everything. You should follow him. Here's his X here. But he had pointed this out to me last week. And this was interesting. Just real quick. Lloyds Banking Group, this investment company, and Archax, a landmark collaboration of their business to use the cutting-edge blockchain technology. What they had done here, it says a UK first initiative, is they tokenized units of Aberdeen's money market fund. Okay, they tokenized the money market fund. Then they used it as collateral for trades between Aberdeen and Lloyds. The digital tokens were issued, transferred, and securely held by Archax on the Hedera Hashgraph public permission blockchain. This is not a test net. This is a main net. This is happening. It says the UK trades 5.4 trillion in FX and interest rate derivatives daily, accounting for half of all global activity. How big is Lloyds? Let's ask Google. $61 billion company. This is no joke. This is a big deal. Holding assets, tokenized assets of a mutual fund money market fund on chain to be used as collateral for these trades. That's one of the exact reasons RWA is going to be so popular, and it's on the Hedera Hashgraph. That to me is huge news. It's not a what if, it's a doing it right now, actually just did it. And they're going to do it obviously even more. Okay. Now, if we look at the 7-day, because remember on the total, it was about that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. So what happened? Here's a column of 7-day percentage gain. Let's look at the top 20. Why? Because Hedera is sitting at 15 in the top 20. We go down here. We've got Ethereum was 19%. This is going to change constantly, but as the time of recording. XRP was 26%. We cruised down here. Cardano 24. Biggest gainer, Stellar XLM 76%. I did a video. You can see it here if you want to go back and watch. I compared XLM to XRP, and I basically said XLM looks like it's going to have a much higher percentage gain, and I chose it over XRP. I still stick to that. And so far, that's coming to fruition. We come down here, Hedera 44%. So the biggest gainer was Stellar XLM. The second was Hedera in the top 20 at a 44% gain. Unbelievable. So how can we make even more money purchasing Hedera? Well, first, take a look at this. This is iTrust Capital. I did an entire video on it. But if you want to make money with tax-free gains, you do it in an IRA account. I happen to be a longtime customer, 3.5 years using iTrust Capital. If you're interested, watch that video. But more importantly, here's a QR code. You can simply scan it. It's my affiliate link, and you'll actually get $100 if you sign up using that link. The minimum is $1,000 to open an IRA account, and you can purchase over 75 cryptos. I put a post on X, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, XLM, ADA, SUI, Link, HBAR, AVAX, Tau, Near, Ondo, Render, Vet, Fetch, all the ones I talk about and more, but I highlighted those to show you if you want to make tax-free capital gains, do it in an IRA account. Now, what did I want to point out this week? I've got another video, I'll have a link down below, on how you can buy all sorts of crypto projects on Hedera. We're going to talk about cryptos that are in the Hedera ecosystem. That's how you can make more money with Hedera. What do I mean by that? Let's get to all of those projects. Let's take a look first at, this is Hedera, a daily chart, real simple. The bottom of the 9th, and we're going to go to the peak, the top wick, it was about 60% gain. It's given some back, but not a lot. So it shot up 60% over that period of time. There are other projects in the Hedera ecosystem. First, let's talk about decentralized finance, my favorite ones, and exchange, because exchanges seem to always do well when the crypto market takes off, when it's on one of the layer ones that are doing well. So if Hedera is doing well, what about everything else in their ecosystem? Let's talk about the exchange. Here's the bottom of the 9th. We use the same thing, this tool here. The top of that wick the other day, 60%. So this is SAUCE, S-A-U-C-E, which is right here. Saucer Swap, it's their decentralized exchange. I'm going to soon do a whole video on SAUCE because what they're doing is just amazing. But there's another one that went up 60%. It's my belief, based on past experience, and you can go look at how exchanges did in a bull run compared to their layer ones. And typically the exchanges made higher gains. So if the layer 1 went up 5x, the exchange may have done 10, 20, or even more. So personally, what I'm talking about when I say make more money with Hedera is now we're seeing that some of these are moving with Hedera. Now you might say, if they're both going up 60%, why take a chance on a smaller cap? Well, because I think that they will soon become somewhat uncorrelated in that they'll both appreciate, but hopefully these will appreciate even more. I'll talk about my strategy in a second. That's Saucer Swap. Now the other one is their liquidity layer that I talk about all the time, BONZO. They don't have a chart on TradingView, but you can go to Saucer Swap and you can see it here. And the math is from the 9th, it was about 0.039 to 0.081. That's 100% gain. So as you can see, Hedera went up 60%, BONZO went up 100%. So that is what I expect to see. I expect to see the smaller cap, right now we're talking about decentralized finance on Hedera, I expect those to go up at a higher ratio. Now there are others. One is called PAC, which is HashPack, the HashPack wallet. What did it do? We'll look at the bottom of the 9th. We'll shoot up to the highest wick. It did about 50%. So it also moved and it gave a little back. Jam is one that I like a lot. It's a very small market cap. This is Tune.fm. You can see that it too shot up from there's its wick on the 9th, all the way up to about 50%. However, it gave up almost half or more of its gains. So it had nice gains. So it's important, whether it's on the Hedera network or some other layer one, if you believe in that one, maybe SUI or something else, or like the base network, and you're looking at what else is on their network, first start with DeFi, but look at everything and see if they followed. So this one I'm not as confident about, even though I really like it. Doesn't matter if I like it or not. If the market doesn't like it, I don't want to have it. I'm still going to hold on to it and see what happens. But as you can see, PAC, and there's a bunch of others on Hedera, but I like to stick at the moment with the decentralized finance. I think it's something that everyone understands, and every layer one has a top exchange and a top borrow lend. They call it the liquidity layer, but in essence, it's borrowing and lending, and all of them have that. So the top one is Saucer Swap, SAUCE, as an exchange, and the top borrow lend is BONZO. You can look at others like PAC. What did we see first thing? We saw the market take off. We saw Hedera take off with it at the same rate. We saw Hedera in the top 20, the second highest gainer. We then look at what's on Hedera. I'm specifically pointing out decentralized finance, SOS, and BONZO, and those went up the same amount as Hedera went up, and BONZO even did more. Instead of 60%, it went up 100%. I would expect to see them go up even more. Okay, I said that I would talk about my strategy. My strategy is simple. Generally speaking, I'm a little more conservative. So if I'm going to put 10,000 in Hedera, I might do 3,000 in SOS, and I might do 1,000 or 2 in BONZO, or maybe the same amount. The point is, I'm going to make larger investments in the higher market cap ones. These are obviously riskier. Oh yeah, my disclaimer. Big dumb animal, don't do what I do, informational purposes only. All crypto's risky. Just know that. I think we all realize that. But if Hedera's moving well, I would expect these, from what we've seen right now, between the 9th and today, the 15th or 16th, the 15th, that they moved up the same rate as Hedera and some even greater. Consider doing that. Here is the video. That's what it looks like. I'll put a link down below showing you how you can buy all of these various crypto projects step by step, how to get the wallet, put in your Hedera, and purchase and or swap for other things like Saucer Swap or BONZO. It's really straightforward. Hope that was helpful. Thank you for watching. And please do take a look at my crypto school. It does have a monthly fee, but there's a group of people in there. We talk every day about individual cryptos. We have discussions, and then I have courses on great detail into whatever it may be, putting crypto into an IRA, opening a particular wallet, moving money between wallets, how to buy on an exchange, you name it. I put a lot of time into it, and I'm developing new courses all the time. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I hope this was helpful.